You're on.
Okay, and we have, all right, so I'm gonna now tweet that we are on. How can I do that? What is this? Hi, whomever just joined us. Links. Here we go. And we're going to get started in just a minute. I just want to tweet out that we are, in fact, starting. Okay. All right, friends. My name is Kelly Sudaconic, and I am the writer of a comic called Bitch Planet. This is my friend and partner, Valentine DeLandro.
Hi, everybody.
Val is in Toronto. I am
Yes.
in Portland, Oregon. This is the first time we have done anything like this, so the technology is new to us, and we will likely screw it up. Sorry about that.
What could happen?
Before we get going, and what you are here for is a Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab Bitch Planet collaboration with Elizabeth has put together some amazing prototype fragrances for us themed around our book, and we're going to talk about those as we smell them in a moment. But before we do that, I just want to talk for a moment, and I promise I will keep my soapbox to a minimum, but I want to talk for a moment about the news. There's a lot to keep track of right now. The bombings and the murder of the journalist in Saudi Arabia, and the continuing rallies and the virulent return to white supremacy and return to, I know, shameless reblooming something semantics of white supremacists. But there's something that might be floating under your radar, and I want to talk about it for just a moment, which is that there is currently an assault on the rights, dignity, and safety of transgender brothers and sisters and non-binary folks in our lives and communities, and it is happening without the news media really covering it appropriately. And I think it's getting lost in bombings and everything else. And I think also that there is an idea that this news isn't important or relevant to most people. And I'm going to make the argument that it is, and it needs to be. So I was struck this morning by a tweet by a friend of mine who is another comic book writer named Max Cilio, who said, hey, cis folks, if you're wondering why all your trans friends are messes right now, it's because 14 hours ago, it came out that the DOJ, I think this was actually tweeted yesterday, my apologies, that the DOJ is asking SCOTUS to explicitly rule that it's legal to discriminate against us in employment and housing. That's a real big deal. And it does affect all of us. So if you followed me for any amount of time, you know that I'm a big proponent of Stoic philosophy and Stoic reading. And in Stoicism, we talk a lot about what is inside our circle and what is outside our circle, and really trying to focus our energies on the things that are inside our circle. So inside your circle is things that are your responsibility or your business. Outside your circle are things that are not your responsibility and not your business, right? And when we try to, manipulate the behavior of other people in areas that are not our concern, then that's outside our circle. Taking care of paying our bills, doing our work, working actively on being a good person. Those are things that are inside our circle. So I'm going to make the argument that even and especially if you are not trans, and even if you think that you don't know anyone who is trans, advocating for the rights of the most marginalized among us is well inside your circle. It's inside your circle because in Stoicism, we think that the goal of life is not that gold toilet. It's not to make sure that your kids don't have to worry about money. It's to be a good person. It is incumbent upon all of us who were born with rights and privileges to advocate for those who are the most marginalized in our communities. If doing it because it makes you a better person is not enough, which I'm thinking it should be, but if it's not enough for you, let me also make the argument that trans folks, and particularly trans folks of color, are they are the canaries in the coal mine. These are the people who have always, in Bitch Planet, we say they're the first. They are always the first, not the last. And they have fought for us, and they have been erased from our history in as thanks for what they have given up for the rights and dignities of everyone, and they are owed. So if you are wondering what you can do, I have a couple of organizations that you can check out. One is the NCTE, which is a lobbying organization. It is the, I'm going to get the exact name of it for you. It is the National Center for Transgender Equality. There's also Trans Lifeline and the Trevor Project. All three of those organizations are easy to find online. The NCTE has a action tab that you can go to. You can call your representatives. You can find a way to do something. You can be vocal about this. If you're a lawyer, you have a particular spate of things that you can do. If you're a healthcare provider, there's a certain spate of things that you can do. We are writers. One of the things that, or we are creators. Val's a writer too. But one of the things that we can do is Bitch Planet, and also to use a couple of minutes of our platform here to really urge you to not ignore what is happening to the people who have traditionally been the least protected in our society. Okay? Everyone deserves to have dignity and safety and health and to feel loved. So anyway, check out any of those, the 3 organizations, or find something that you can do. And I thank you for your time on that. Okay. So there is a chat thing over here, but it appears to just be Val and I, right? So that we thought there would be a way for you guys to talk to us, and there doesn't seem to be. But if you do want to hit us with any questions or comments, I will keep my, oh, actually, there's one more thing I want to, I'm sorry, there's one more thing on the other note. I want to urge everyone to read Amal El-Motar's WisCon Guest of Honor speech from 2017. It is available on Drip, I think for free. I just Googled it and was able to find it. I had the honor of appearing with Amal at WisCon in 2017, and her speech absolutely blew my mind. She's really, really incredible. But there's one line from it that I want to read to you that I think is super relevant to why it is important that we all engage in this. And she was talking about, I pulled it up, and of course I've lost it. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Sometimes I think the metaphor of a glass ceiling is wrong, is misleading. It's not a ceiling, it's a valley, and we're all clawing at the walls, trying to think of ways to climb out. We can see through this glass valley to the world beyond, the world that's denied us, and the walls hem us against each other, and some of us are on top of others, trying to climb out, and others on the bottom hurting harder than ever from the weight of those trying to climb out, while the shape of this valley tells us that climbing out is the only thing to do. But it's not. It's hard, hot, painful, difficult work, but I have to believe that we can work together to smash the valley walls to sand. I have to believe that we can fuse into a giant, magnificent woman so huge we can stride out of the valley together and crush it beneath our heels. That is a small piece of an incredibly elegant and wonderful speech that I would urge you all to read. Again, it's Amal El-Motar, AMAL-EL-MOHTAR, and you're looking for her WisCon Guest of Honor speech 2017. And I will also post this to Twitter. Okay. All right. Now for real, moving on. I'm going to pull up Twitter. And if you have any questions, you can hit us at Kelly Sue, or at Val_Delandro. All right. Okay, so I have Twitter up, and I have these in front of me, which are the incredibly well lit, there we go, prototype bottles. I'm moving them back so you can see them a little bit.
Which one are you starting with?
All right, I think we are starting with non-compliant.
Crinkle.
All right, so I'm a little bit of a perfume nerd. I even went to the perfume museum at Fragonard in Paris and took a class there, and it was super fantastic. But what I learned was perfumes are not like cooking, is real hard, there's so much to know, and it's just really incredibly fascinating. And while we think about perfumes in terms of wearability and what we want to smell like, or sort of adding a dimension to our appearance, what Elizabeth at Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab does is more like creating a piece of art. She does an interpretation of something that it has these elements of smell and also time, because the experience of a perfume changes over time, which makes it a little difficult for us to do like a real quick, like, you know, first hit of this smells like this, and then we give it a second and it goes on. But because there's more than that. It takes hours to get the full experience of a fragrance. But we're going to do a little initial tour through what she's done for the prototypes for these Bitch Planet fragrances. So the first one is non-compliant. It says, too butch, too femme, too sexy, not sexy enough, too smart, too big, too loud, too angry, sugar and bile, leather and blood, honey and rum, shredded patchouli and vetiver, tobacco and lime. All right. You want to give that one a smell, Val, and talk about what you sent?
I will do my best.
Okay.
It's funny, this has a very... Is it weird to say this smell reminds me of Trinidad?
Oh, that's so cool. Really?
It does.
Oh, I wonder what that is.
I have no idea.
Well, I can for sure smell the sugar, which is sort of interesting because I don't think I would have been able to say what sugar smelled like. I know what sugar tastes like, but I don't think of sugar as being a scent, but I definitely smell sugar. The patchouli's there too, and the tobacco, which are favorite notes of mine.
It could be that, sugar and tobacco. That's...
Yeah. You know, it's a funny thing that this is an incredibly wearable scent, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting because she's playing with opposites, right?
I think my mom would like this one.
That's awesome.
If I were to.
We have to fire some for Christmas.
There's something about this smell that's reminding me of...
I feel like I should probably try it on my arm, but everything's going to start blending together.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I have? What did I do with them? I have these things I got in Paris at Fragonard that are like sheets that you pull off and dip in. They're just like pulpy paper.
Yeah.
Hey, Kit, if you're watching this, can you bring me some Q-tips? That'd be awesome. Okay. All right.
There seems to be a Q&A link here, but...
Oh, yeah? Did you figure out how to do that?
I've been sort of fiddling around with it, but I can't seem to get it to work. Like if I go to the left side of my screen here, there's a bunch of different...
yeah.
The toolbar pops up.
And
there's Q&A, but...
let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you just pulled up a toolbox.
Did I make it work?
Did you just turn on that toolbox there?
I did.
Now everything's... All right, yes, that's fine. Okay.
Folks, I'm so sorry. There's group chat, but that's for you and I.
Yeah. I guess maybe somebody could tweet us directions too.
Hey, thank you.
And there is a chat.
No, but it's just us.
No, but I'm saying there is a chat for viewers of the YouTube thing.
Where is it?
It's on the actual here. I think I can get it pulled up.
Okay. Hi, this is Kit, you guys.
Hi.
Can you see it? Can you see it while you're watching?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull it up in the background. So like.
Oh, on your YouTube page, you mean?
Oh, hey.
So now you can see the, hey guys.
Why wouldn't you make that so we can
actually see it? Why would
Okay.
you not make it so that you can actually see it like while you're broadcasting?
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm going to figure out how to do that. I got it. I can resize. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing Q-tips. Yay. All right. Okay.
All right, I'm going to turn the volume down here. There we go. Hey, look. Okay. I see it all too.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right. Okay, wonderful. Okay, moving on. So, all right. So that was non-compliant. Oh, it's easier to do with the Q-tip. Okay, I love this one. I would describe it as warm. Okay. So that's that. Next one is a green X. Here it is.
Which one was that? Oh, it's the next one. Nice.
Okay, so this was inspired by one of the ads on the back page of Bitch Planet. And it says, be the you he likes. Good to be around anytime, any day. It is a sweet and compliant sugared mint coating sour green apple. So see how brilliant that is? She's done an interpretation of that the biting your tongue and sort of trying to be pleasant all the time. All right.
Oh, geez. Wow.
Okay. This one's brilliant. It smells fake.
Yeah. It's like Christmas.
Yes. Or like the Christmas section.
Yes.
Right?
At the dollar store. And I don't mean that as like a bad thing.
No, I like the dollar store, but
yeah,
dollar store doesn't smell right.
Because there's a candy cane-y type smell to it. Yeah.
Yeah, this smells like smiling through gritted teeth. All right, that's a green X. So one of the things that you guys could do if you wanted to is tell us. I don't think she's going to put all of these up and make them all available. So you could tell us as we talk about them which ones you would be most interested in smelling. Okay, next on our list is Big Bertha's Big Molasses Muffins. Big Bertha's Big Molasses Muffins. There's no muffin like Big Bertha's. Molasses and orange make these muffins sweet, intelligent, and a little spicy, just like your grandma. We did a recipe, right? Who did that? I can't remember who worked that recipe up for us, but it's they're credited. It was another Bitch Planet back page. And then it's worked into the story in issue 3 as well. Penny Roll's grandma, who's a wonderful human being. These are her muffins. All right. See what this smells like.
I should get this out. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
There we go.
Ooh. This make me hungry.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Right?
Holy.
So it smells, I mean, it smells like
This is what I would expect the
muffins to smell like.
muffins to smell like.
So I can smell the molasses. I can smell the bite. I can smell the I can smell the texture. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
What is
No,
that?
it's like I smell the dough. I smell the yeast.
Yeah.
I smell the. That's cool.
All right. I know that there are a lot of people who do not want to smell like things that you eat, but
If you had to.
I would totally smell like this. Yes. Okay. That's really wonderful. And also like let's see, it's a winter scent. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey Neil, let's see. I've got Neil and Teresa and Rewill. I don't know how to pronounce that. I know who that is. I know that person's real name, and I'm not sure it's appropriate to say. Alexander and Gansier. Hi, you guys in the chat. Okay. All right. Yeah, I totally want to smell this and drink coffee at the same time.
It's pretty good.
All right. That was Big Bertha's Big Molasses Muffins. Oh my God, you guys, I've been off sugar for over a year, and that fragrance was just a little bit of a problem for me because now I really want to make muffins. Okay. The next one is called Finger. What do we want? To give them the finger. When do we want it? Oh my God, all the fucking time. Giant foam, fuck you, cotton candy, red pepper, and clove bud. Okay, I have no idea what this is going to smell like. I mean, cotton candy, red pepper, and clove bud, clearly, but I don't know what that means. All right, so far, you guys, we've done non-compliant, a Green X, Big Bertha's Big Molasses Muffins, and this is the Finger.
Wow.
What are you getting from the Finger, Val?
It's like if potpourri were angry. Like just because I'm getting that. I don't necessarily know the mixture in a potpourri,
I
but
think it's the clove that you're identifying as like a potpourri scent.
maybe.
Ooh, but you know what? I bet I really smell the red pepper in this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Your nose is fascinating.
I'm a terrible taster, though. Like,
Yeah, because you're burning your taste buds off with all that.
I know, because I like spicy stuff. I actually think it's the opposite. I think the reason I like spicy stuff is because I can actually taste spicy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they say that so much of taste is smell, but I don't know if that's true because there was one time when I was taking a medication and one of the side effects of the medication was that I lost my sense of taste for a while,
Okay.
which was so much more horrible than you could possibly imagine. But I did not lose my sense of smell at all. And the two felt very unrelated.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, all right. funny. I might actually wear this. I would try
Yeah?
this just to see. Yeah, because it's sort of interesting. Like there's something appealing about it. Like I keep wanting to, maybe it's because I like spicy stuff so much. But the sweetness of the cotton candy cuts it. And you smell the cotton candy first.
Yeah.
That is fascinating. That is a fascinating fragrance. Okay, that was the finger. So I think what Elizabeth was thinking about, there's something sort of joyful in that combination: cotton candy, red pepper, and clove blood, you know, the blood of cloves.
Blood of cloves.
All right. Okay. This one is going to be hysterical. All right. Any guesses what comes next? Although I think there's a tiny delay on the chat, which is a little bit of a bummer because we can ask a question, we get an answer a few minutes later.
We'll get to the questions.
Yes, but so I was going to say any guess what comes next, but they're not going to be able to guess because we can't wait. So it is Flower Patch Snatch, also from one of the ads. What every girl should know: your vagina is disgusting. It smells like the inside of a kangaroo pouch. He doesn't want to touch you because of the grossness, but thankfully, new brand douche, perfected by a leading gynecologist, cleanses and refreshes, making you feel feminine and special, because what's more special than a vag filled with vinegar and chemical daisies? Antiseptic daffodils, chemical daisies, and industrial strength disinfectant for that not so fresh feeling. Are you excited?
I am wildly uncomfortable.
All right, here we go.
With the thought of smelling this one, but oh. Oh, well done.
Oh, that's awful.
Well done.
So what I want her to do is do like, I need to talk to her about this. We're just putting ideas out here without ever actually checking with BPAL about how we want to market any of this. But it would be so fun to do the whole set in the like tiny tester thing. So you just buy the experience. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, really treating them like art. And some of them are incredibly wearable, but like, but I don't want people to wear this, but I don't want them to miss this experience either. Like it's so fun to do what we're doing now, to read the description and then to experience the scent.
Man.
And it's just so brilliant.
It smells like hospital.
It does. It smells like a hospital.
Yeah.
Imp pack. Yes. Yeah, that's what we should do. Just a box of like the Bitch Planet experience.
All right.
Oh God, that's terrible. That's just really, that's unpleasant. There are not good things happening to you if you smell like this.
No.
No.
I'm gonna need a second to to reset my nose.
All right.
That's it.
All right. Next, Gynotize, a crash course in gynetism. Okay, this was again another ad from the back page. Man, if we had our act together a little better, we would have had these ready to show, right? Oh well. Okay. And oh, hey, Turner is in the chat. Hi, Turner.
Turner.
We love Turner. Turner is a former milk-fed intern, and he is a brilliant scholar. We want him to come work for us someday. Okay. Gynotize. A crash course in gynotism. Cherry slapped rose musk. Patented 3D gyno coin not included. All right. Cherry slapped rose musk. All right, let's see what this is.
Whoa.
Good. We are live, so.
All right, I'll put my junk away.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
These are live smelling? Is
Yeah,
it a live
yeah.
smell?
This is a live
Yeah,
smell.
live
Here on live smell?
I'm going to lean in and I'll do a drive-by smelling.
Okay. This is gynotize. It is a cherry slapped rose musk.
Cherry slap rose musk. I went to school with her. Rose musk.
I don't know what to make of this one.
The cherries.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I can smell all three notes, but
That I was just about to say that. Is that weird that I can smell? I can smell the rose.
mm-hmm.
There's the musk.
And there's the slaps.
Yeah. Man, the cherries are intense.
Mm-hmm. That's what hit me first.
So I'm curious about the sort of, you know, the hypnotism ad, right? And it's if I remember correctly, this is like an ad that pokes a little bit of fun at white feminism. This is a sort of Agent Whitney thing. It's like ladies competing, right?
This is, yeah.
This is sort of
This is Whitney.
yeah. There's a like a polish on an ugliness thing.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, that's interesting. All right, that was gynotize. And here we have the Catholic. Okay, search your conscience, digital repentance, analog guilt, sacramental incense, and a snap of ozone. Oh, this is going to be my jam. There's a line of perfumes called Heretic, and they make one called Smudge that is a heavy incense fragrance, and I absolutely adore it. All right, the Catholic, incense and ozone.
Oh no, I can't open mine.
Oh no!
I got it.
Oh yeah.
It's mass.
Yeah, it's churchy.
Yeah, it's very churchy. It's got the frankincense type.
But there's also something clean in it. Is that the ozone? Like, is there like a hint of soap?
Yeah, it's got that. It's from like the hospital one.
Yeah, but it's more pleasant.
Yeah.
That one felt the hospital one felt like clean because someone's going to cut you, and this is clean because you just got out of the shower. That's interesting. Okay. And it's not like I don't love it as much as I want to. Which is also very Catholic. Oh yeah, Kit just added in the chat about Gynetize. The premise of Gynetize was sabotage your competition by turning her into a disgusting, unattractive feminist. So that's funny. All right. Execute confession module. White noise, isolation, interrogation, static white musk grating against ink black musk, black pepper, and clove. Execute confession module. That's from issue 2 of the first trade.
Ooh. Just for the record, like, do you have Lush, like those stores?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I can't even walk by those stores at the mall because everything goes crazy in my nose.
All right.
No. I was not expecting that. I don't know what I was expecting.
I get it. I smell the oh God, how do I want to articulate this? I smell the electricity. Does that make sense?
That does make sense. It's like that smell when you've been shocked. Like if you get a charge, you almost smell it in your teeth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Matt, smell this. Isn't that fascinating?
Wow.
Static white musk grating against ink black musk, black pepper, and clove. This is actually one of my favorites. I quite like this.
I was about to say that too, that this is one that I could see people wearing.
Yeah.
Smell people wearing.
Yeah. Okay. Uh-oh, here we go. Next is Kamau Kogo.
My girl.
Here we go. This is our girl, our lead. This one is, so we have 3 that are based, we have 3 remaining, and they are all based on characters. There's Kamau, Marion, and Pennyroll. Oh, you know what we could do? We could do 2 sets. We could do a set that's like the world, and then we could do a set that's the cast.
The cast.
Wouldn't that be neat?
That'd be cool.
I think she's working on a couple of other prototypes. I know because she said the spicy taco one is for the girl adventurer. She's having trouble with. But I think the last time I talked to her, she said she thought she had it.
Nice. All
right. Kamau Kogo, let's see. You go first.
All right. Yeah.
Aww.
She put some like cocoa butter in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which Cam is only going to be using now because her sister showed up. Because Cam has not been taking care of her hair.
Okay, almond milk, coconut husk, and sweat salted skin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It just this is what her hair would smell like to me. Like if I were just to put my head in her hair, this would be the smell.
Oh, this makes me happy.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
This is so fun.
Nailed it.
Yes. All right. And we'll do Marion next and leave Pennyroll for last.
Leave Penny for last.
Yes. Okay. Marion, I don't belong here. A respectable, virtuous, vintage musk smeared with blood and spiked with the coppery scent of fear. This is my favorite description. Coppery scent of fear. That's amazing. I know what that means.
Take a second.
All right, yes, I'm taking a deep breath. That's totally right.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
This is weird and fascinating at the same time.
Wow. It's like a synesthesia thing.
Yeah. It's like I didn't know I needed to smell these things until I smelled it.
Yeah. Okay, I smell the musk. I smell it as an older woman musk, but it's not unpleasant. It's not like Tussie deodorant or something, you know. It's respectable. It's how she described it as respectable and virtuous. It's a pleasant musk. And then it turns.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
That's neat.
That is cool. This is like storytelling.
Yeah. This is very neat.
Matt, smell this. Like there's a narrative. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
The descriptor is a respectable, virtuous vintage musk smeared with blood and spiked with the coppery scent of fear. That's amazing. I'm completely fascinated.
This reminds me of we did the workshop with the blind and hard of sight.
Oh yeah,
making comics.
Yeah, different way. Yeah,
like different ways to tell the story.
Oh yeah, Matt and I did a workshop. It was really an exploratory session with some great kids at the School for the Blind in Kansas. About we were trying to explore how they could experience comics.
Right.
And we did a lot of stuff with texture, and we talked about scent.
Nick, the last Not Impossible project was music for deaf and hard of hearing. They made like harnesses, and it was hooked up to the percussion and the sound waves.
So you could feel the music.
Yeah, and so the deaf and hard of hearing folks wearing these rigs were dancing to the music, and they felt it all over, and high notes would be, like everything.
That's amazing. Yeah. I love that. All right. I don't know if you guys could hear that. That was cool.
Go to notimpossible.org.
It's got to be .org. Our friend Mick Ebling has this group called Not Impossible.
.com.
Is it .com? Yeah. Notimpossible.com. He also did a TED Talk that is worth looking up. Okay, last one. You ready, Val?
Yeah.
Okay. Penny roll. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I ain't broke, and you bastards ain't never gonna break me. Red sandalwood, shea, sweet patchouli, cardamom, pecan, and caramelized amber.
Holy shit. Whew. Man. I don't even know how you're breathing it in so long. This one's knocking me on my ass.
It's so good though. But you know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about it's very pleasant. But pleasant makes it sound benign. And it's not that. It's not, it's like penny. It's big. It's big and it's warm. What is that the Shea? All right, this is, it's sweet, but it's not cloying at all. It's, it reminds me of the scene in the shower. Like there's a.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't smell like a shower, but there's like a depth
of. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Of emotional resonance. That's.
And it's almost like I'm getting a hint of the molasses in there too, which is funny. So.
Like a little bit of grandma.
A little bit of grandma.
Like specifically her grandma, not the.
Not grandma.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's nice.
Woo.
All right, what are your favorites, Val? And then we'll wrap this up because.
I really like Kamau.
Yeah.
Marion was fascinating just because that one. There were levels to that.
There's that one was the
storytelling one almost, which was really neat.
Yeah, that's the one that's had most like a narrative arc in it, which is sort of a weird thing to say about a smell, but totally.
ECM is the wearable one.
Execute Confession Module was fascinating. Non-compliant's really good. Non-compliant might be. Well, Kamau and Penny are both really wearable too.
Yeah.
But I was surprised by how much I like non-compliant.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't seem like it should. You know?
That was so many inhalations ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one's cool too.
Marion is definitely the most fascinating to me. Oh, I was super amused by the finger one too. That was the cotton. Wasn't that the cotton candy and the cotton candy, red pepper, and clove blood. Why do I keep saying blood? All right. Cool. All right. Rewill says non-compliant, finger, and penny pique my interest the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Bertha's, the molasses one is crazy accurate for what it is. But it's sort of the least complicated of any of them. Do you know what I mean? All right. All right. We have been on here for an hour now. Because it took us so long to get started. But that was fun. And thanks you guys for sticking with us. We'll get better at this as we try to do things like this a little bit more. No one has yelled at us. Oh, hello. No one has yelled at us about not having comic issues out. I appreciate that. We are. Do you have anything there you could hold up and show, Val?
Oh no, not. It's too far to reach.
Oh, I'm
maybe.
Sorry.
Maybe. No.
All right.
This is what I used to ink the pages with. This is the ink. No, I got nothing.
Does anyone ask questions about the giant pair of silver fucking boots sitting behind you?
Nobody has asked questions about the.
Just assumed that's just life.
That's just there.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit yet because we need to have issues in the can before we solicit, so that once the third arc does start coming out, that there aren't breaks, so they can come out monthly. And quite frankly, it's just been hard to write this story in the current environment. But we're doing it. I think we found it. The third arc is called Fake News. And it starts with issue 11 is Kylie's, the daughter's focus issue. The same focus for Penny, and a focus issue for Meiko. There's a focus issue for Josephson's daughter. Who was the one who assassinated the High Father at the end of the second arc. Spoilers, sorry.
Spoilers.
And we will learn a lot more about the Eleanorians and about Eleanor, and there's stuff has ramped up considerably since we last saw our folks. So there's a time jump between issue 11 and issue 12 is another thing for you to know. So there, see, we gave you information. All right, friends, we'll let you know. You can always hit us on blah, blah, blah at bitchplah.net, or on Twitter at Val_Delandro or at Kelly Sue. And we will talk to Elizabeth at BPAL about the details of when this stuff is going to come out and how it's going to come out. And we are super excited about it. And she's incredibly brilliant and gifted.
This is very cool, Elizabeth.
Yeah, it is like it's having someone make another kind of art based on your art. You know, I think it's so much more interesting than just the accessory aspect of it, if that makes sense. So anyway, all right. Bye, friends.
I threw up gang signal now.